To Miami, Florida. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, no more time for scenics on Postgame Boulevard. It's time for the action.
Ed, I've seen it so many times, and I've witnessed it. The scenic view can sometimes get the best of you. Let's see if that's the case tonight.
Time to go inside the greatest club in the NBA. The Houston Rockets control the tap. To Harden. The Heat grab the board. Paul into the front court. He'll run the offense. Nothing going here on that drive. Paul guarded by Russell Westbrook. To Waiters. Reset here. Let's see what they do. 5 to shoot for Miami. Here's CP3. Knocks it down off the step back.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Russell Westbrook guarded by CP3. Drive here, but the shot stays out.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Westbrook with the basketball. A minute gone by here in the opening quarter. Harden. Here comes the screen. Down low, Capella. It's a big finish.
See, Ed, that's what I love. You don't need to conserve your energy. You attack that rim with ferocity. You always set the tone.
It's the Heat with the possession. Butler matched up with Capella. Jay, sometimes it's not just the Heat that does opponents in Miami.
I've been a victim to this multiple times when we have played the Heat, and I think other franchises from cold cities have been the same. There's a reason why the Miami Heat have such an advantage down here on South Beach. You catch them on an off night, it's rare that opposing teams are ready to play.
Here comes the screen. Harden. James Harden missed his first. That one goes. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
Westbrook with it. Up by 3. Great dish to set it up. And scores.
This is like a boxing match. If you fight against a great boxer, if he keeps jabbing you at the face, eventually that body will open up. You keep giving up layups like that, boom, a body blow is on the way.
Paul into the front court. Looking to make something happen. To Butler. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on
early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
Knocks down the first. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Gordon with it. Leads 3. To Westbrook. Has a chance. Shot by Westbrook. Won't go. To Butler. Now a steal as the Rockets have it. Harden. Tough matchup against Butler. They get it down to Tucker. Plenty of contact. The shot no good. Butler to bring it up. They're down 3. Won't go.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Westbrook. Deep right corner. Harden buries it on the catch and shoot.
Every hero needs a good sidekick. Nice find to set up a 3.
Here's Paul, controlling the offense. Cleans it up. Offensive board. Deep left corner. Oh, he had him there for a second. Clint Capella sends it away.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Harden. Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. James Harden, 3 for 4. Good start.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Paul with it up top. Margins 8. To Butler. Down low for Leonard. Had a good look there, but it's no good.
Wait, I'm sorry. You get paid how much money to miss shots like that? That can't happen.
Harden to P.J. Tucker. And he hits.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Butler to Dragic. And he's fouled. A couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
Goran Dragic, a couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 76% from the line. And he connects on the first free throw. Two for 2 on that trip. Harden with the basketball. It's an 8-point lead. Down to Chandler. Oh, big finish.
When I see offenses come out in beast mode, you attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Short jumper won't fall. Rivers to bring it into the front court. Lead stands at 10. To Harden. Nothing going here on that drive. Harden. Dragic. To Paul. The drive. Right to the basket. Ooh, Chris Paul. 2 of 4 now.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Bam Adebayo with the block.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Nothing going here on that drive. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Count the basket inside.
That's a good run right here to end the first quarter to open up that lead. If you're the coach of this team, you have to like the effort your guys are giving.
Dragic with it. They can go 2 for 1 if they hurry. Rockets come up with it. Harden, guarded by Jimmy Butler. Off the assist.
As a player, there's nothing better than the way you played the last couple of days of practice. You're moving the ball, you're capitalizing on mistakes, and you really built a nice lead.
Butler, very little's gone right in this first quarter, but with that three, you look at the scoreboard, they're back within 9.
And Ed, Rome was not built in one day. You can't rush the process. Just keep chipping away. Chip, chip, chip.
First quarter's complete. The Rockets with the lead. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Miami's got it. Paul to Butler. Takes stock of the floor. Butler to Paul. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Butler. And he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Harden with it up top. It's a 9-point lead. Oh, the Heat right there to pass as the Rockets come away with it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Here comes the screen. Bama knocked it away.
Oh, some fans should take that ball home as a gift.
That's a souvenir. Gerald Green. Harden. Count it.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Dragic here against Green. Harden in possession. The lead is 11. To P.J. Tucker. Harden. Add 2 points to the board.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Here's Paul. Brings it up the floor. To Butler. And he scores. Euro step into the rim, Jay. Teams and Jimmy Butler at the forefront of that list.
I have a phrase that I use when I describe players like Jimmy Butler. It's called most valuable mentality. There are certain players that approach the game with a certain mindset every single day that they will do anything possible to win the ball game. He plays with his heart and soul every single possession and every night, and he will leave it on the court if that means he can win the ball game.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. And he buries it.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
It's Rockets ball. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Austin Rivers at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Career mark of 64%. Off the mark at the line. Dragic into the front court. His guys currently down by 13. To Waiters. Nice pass to set things up.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Houston takes over. Rivers against Leonard. Down to Chandler. And the slam. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this.
Knocked loose. Leonard against the great shot blocker Chandler. Rivers into the front court. His team on top by 13. Gets toughness right there. Physical inside. Gets it to go.
Shoot. Shoot. Let me see that dance, boy. Let me see it.
Short jumper off the mark.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Slam dunk.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ball game.
Screen.
Austin Rivers to P.J. Tucker. Pass stolen by Miami. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Now the Rockets will use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Changes coming from both sides right now.
Into the game for the Heat, number 5.
Harden. Knocks it down off the step back.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Dragic with the basketball. His guys trail by 13. Waiters defended by Tucker. Dragic to Waiters. Trying to cash in. Dion Waiters. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
That's dangerous. A little hezzy cross and knockdown. Lots of options going to open up as the game unfolds.
Harden defended by Myers. Down 11. Here comes the screen. Dragic guarded by the former Dookie. To Waiters. Shot clock for the Heat down to 3. 24-second violation. mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
Stepping in for the Heat, number 3, Chris Paul.
Russell Westbrook, guarded by CP3. Harden to Capella. Stuffs it down with authority.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Paul to Waiters. A pass taken away by the Rockets. It's James Harden once again. Nothing going here on that drive. Westbrook. Oh, the Heat right there to take it away. All Rockets.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jalen Rose, and this is your EA Sports Halftime Report. The Rockets didn't hold back in that opening half. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Houston Rockets. The Heat may be in the building, but they did not show up for this game. At this point, it's all about pride and mental toughness. A comeback is not impossible, but it's also not likely. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Miami Heat.
Game track. Bench points.
The Miami Heat had enough difficulty dealing with the opposing star to figure out how to slow them down.
Player of the half.
James Harden was lighting up the scoreboard in the first half, and I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure out what it'll take to slow him down. He looks like he's in a zone.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this, except that he fits the title of this segment? He was definitely cold in that first half. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Paul across the timeline. The deficit now up to 13. And he hits.
All right, you got the first bucket of the second half. Now get a stop, because honestly, that's where your troubles were in the first.
Harden. To Westbrook. With the rock, it's Chris Paul to Butler. Has a chance. Jimmy Butler, 3 for 6 now.
Ooh, is there a medic in the house? You need to get those ankles retaped ASAP.
Harden into the front court. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. Capella to Westbrook. Shot clock to 4 for Houston. It's Westbrook. Not that time.
You can't fall in love with the jump shots. You have to find ways to maybe even get to the free throw line. Keep your team in the game by putting points on the board.
To Butler.
Hey, watch this screen left.
And look out. Big finish at the rim. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Harden, deep left corner. And it's Leonard there to clear the rebound. He'd have the basketball to Butler. Jimmy Butler, 4 out of 7.
Bread and butter, and there are a few that can do it better off the screen.
Westbrook across the timeline. Leads 5. Oh, emphatic slam. We get a whistle and a timeout for Houston as they'll discuss matters in what's now a 3-point game. Russell Westbrook against Chris Paul to Harden. Lets it fly from long range. Not that time. He misses. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to.
Shot and nearly a chance at a 3-point play. No foul.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
To Harden. Drive to the basket, but the shot won't go. Miami with the basketball. Butler against Tucker. Reset here. Let's see what they do. He connects. Sometimes you just have to go out there and make a tough play.
So deadly. Now look, part of that is God-given talent. But the other part is that ball speed combined with that handle. Oh, that's off the charts. But he always finds a way to slow himself down right before he goes into that shot.
Gets to the basket and scores.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Butler for 2. And he buries it.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Harden in possession. His team up by 1. Westbrook to Harden. Pass stolen by Miami at the rim.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Nothing going here on that drive. Westbrook to P.J. Tucker. And this will be out of bounds off of Butler. New blood coming in for both sides.
Houston. Substitutions, Miami.
Austin Rivers. Trying to cash in. Deep two there, won't go. It's the Heat with the possession. Goran Dragic. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Harden with the basketball. His guys down 3 to Rivers.
Right.
Screen coming. Rivers, defended by Myers Leonard. Down to Chandler. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Can't connect. Has to know what's a good shot and what isn't.
See, I don't like that shot right there. Pass the ball, get the defense moving, maybe set a hard screen, roll to the rim, see the ball.
As the Rockets have it. Tucker. To Harden. Austin Rivers to Harden. Here's a chance from long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Dragic. A bad pass as the Rockets come away with it.
Neck and neck, they couldn't get anything on that possession. Let's see if we can get a bucket in transition.
Austin Rivers. To Harden. And there's the whistle. Neither player giving up an inch. We have a tie-up. Substitution being made in this one. Paul. Rocking the rim. Neither side is giving up an inch.
I guarantee you tomorrow on Complex's social feed, that play will have millions of views. And I'm really looking forward to this fourth quarter because the first 3 have lived up to the billing.
Rivers shot there, won't go. Deep 3 at the buzzer. Third quarter comes to an end. The fourth quarter on the way with the Heat in front. So the Heat will have it to start this fourth and final quarter. And they were able to flip the script in the third because remember, Jay, they trailed at the break.
Yeah, but if they come out here in the fourth quarter and they think about protecting that lead, that is the wrong mindset. You don't want to protect anything. You want to go after it and hunt it. That's how you really get a win.
Houston with the basketball. The shot by Rivers, no good. Now Paul with the basketball. 2-point advantage. Rivers with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Bam Adebayo. Snatching it out of the air.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Butler matched up with P.J. Tucker. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You've heard it before. Slow and steady wins the race. This approach might be working out after all.
Rivers guarded by CP3. Jimmy Butler sends it away.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
And he's fouled.
Be about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
P.J. Tucker at the line for 2 shots. A career 74% free throw shooter. First one goes down.
Subbing in for the Houston Rockets, number 0.
And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Paul into the front court. Leads 3. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
See, Ed, that's what I love. You don't need to conserve your energy. You attack that rim with ferocity. You always set the tone.
Russell Westbrook against Leonard. Here comes the screen. 5 on the shot clock. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Can't get the bounce. Paul into the front court. Up 5. Tucker matched up with Jimmy Butler. Curling inside. Can't miss those. Tucker to Westbrook. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Look, the most efficient offenses are the ones with the highest number of assists. They're only 5.
To Waiters. They'll go to Butler down low. Stuffs it down with authority.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Westbrook into the front court. The deficit now up to 5. Big finish at the rim.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. It's the Heat with the possession. Butler here against P.J. Tucker. Here comes the screen. Active fans to stay with it. We'll get a jump. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Oh, emphatic slam.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
Now the Rockets will use a timeout. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game.
I think everyone in this building knows it's going to come down to the last 2 minutes. This game is going to be won with who decides to really show up on the defensive end of the ball.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor.
Number 10, Eric Gordon.
James Harden trying to cash in, and he scores. Unguardable, Jay.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Screen coming. Butler, Harden's on him. To Waiters. Almost, and he's not getting the call. Russell Westbrook with the rock to Harden. Probing the defense. Fires the 3. Smothering D.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
I got him. I got him.
Shot won't go. Gordon with it. Down 3. Westbrook gets it in the right corner. To Capella. Offensive board. Grabs his own.
Just like that.
Paul with it up top. Leads 1. Butler takes on Eric Gordon. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Jimmy Butler trying to cash in on the three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. The free throw, good. Caps off the three-point play. The lead is 4. Harden with it up top. He'll run the offense. To Westbrook. Nothing going here on that drive. Russell Westbrook against Leonard. Not that time. Butler into the front court. They lead it. 4-point game. Heat get control. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Rockets in control of the basketball. To P.J. Tucker. Oh, the Heat right there to take it away.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Paul, they'll get it down to Leonard. Oh, the slam popped out. Harden in possession. The deficit is 6. Offensive rebound. Kelly Olynyk swats it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Harden to Rivers. Capella down low. Clint Capella. He's now 4 for 6.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
That's off of Leonard, out of bounds. We get a whistle and a timeout for Houston. Barring a 4-point play. Harden sizing up Leonard.
Screen coming.
Jimmy Butler able to recover with the block. Here's the call. Intentional foul. Referee all over it.
This is a close game, and possessions are at a premium. That's a good move to stop the clock.
Now the intentional foul as they get it with a little under 20 seconds left to play.
Too close to call right now. We're in clock management mode.
And hits the first free throw. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Now the Rockets will use a timeout. They'll need a quick shot and then likely a quick foul in what is now a two-possession game.
The defense should have picked up on that action. That's going to cost them.
Here comes the intentional foul with 10 seconds on the clock.
Smart play. You have fouls to use. Good way to manage the clock without burning the timeout.
First free throw is good. Goes 2 for 2. Just inside the arc, at the buzzer, no good, no daylight, great defense. The Heat with the victory as they take care of business at home. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Heat finished with a narrow victory on the scoreboard. The defense in this matchup was outstanding. When they weren't blocking shots, they were making steals. And it all came to Miami Heat. The Rockets must be devastated after such a close loss. They shot exceptionally well from beyond the arc, but even that long-range efficiency wasn't enough for them to get the win. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored to the Houston Rockets.
Game track. Field goals.
Neither of these teams were able to make much of an impact on defense. As you can see here, they were each pretty successful with some efficient scoring.
Player of the game.
Butler gets the award for the most obvious reason, and that's his scoring output. He couldn't be stopped, and it was incredible to watch.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.